There's more than one way to skin this cat, okay? As they say, where there is a will, there is a way. So if you want to live this lifestyle, you can absolutely do it. It might just take some planning, intentionality, but you can definitely do it. And do not let your fears and other people's fears stop you, rob you, steal you from living your dream life. Have you ever caught yourself saying something like this? I would love to retire overseas someday. What if it doesn't work? Maybe you're worried about healthcare. Maybe you're worried about money. Maybe you're worried about leaving your family behind. Or maybe you simply don't know what life would actually look like overseas. I completely understand. Before my husband and I left the US to travel Southeast Asia, I had many of those exact fears. Today, I want to talk to you about something that doesn't get discussed enough, because I honestly believe the biggest obstacle to your dream retirement isn't money, it's uncertainty. And once you learn how to manage uncertainty, everything else becomes much easier. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Budget Travel Therapy. If you're new, my name is KB, and my husband and I left the US in time to slow travel through Southeast Asia and test out this retirement travel lifestyle, and we have fell in love with it. The simple question that eventually led us to one of the most eye-opening experiences of our lives. We're not retired yet. We're still building toward that dream ourselves. So I'm not speaking as someone who has all the answers, but I'm speaking as someone who's walking this journey with you. And today I want to share what changed the way I think about uncertainty forever. So the first thing you got to realize is your brain is trying to protect you. Our brain is incredibly good at protecting us. Unfortunately, they're also incredibly good at imagining the worst case scenarios. When I first started thinking about traveling overseas, my brain immediately went to questions like, what if I get sick? And guess what? I did. What if I hate it? Well, I didn't hate it. What if I can't communicate with people? What if I make a huge mistake? Notice something? My brain was simply trying to keep me safe. And your brain does the exact same thing. The problem is we listen to fear. If we always listen to fear, we never collect new evidence. We never discover what actually is like living there. Then something happened that completely changed my perspective. Not because someone convinced me, but because I experienced it myself. In fact, my husband had those fears as well. We both experienced it. And before we left the US, it felt like imagining living somewhere else or traveling somewhere else seemed like living in another planet, because it was so unfamiliar, because the uncertainty, what it would be like. But just within a few days of landing in Southeast Asia, we realized that, oh, everything is pretty much, people are the same no matter where you go in the world. They might speak different language, they might live somewhere else, they might have different customs, but at the end of the day, people are people. Within just a few days, we were ordering coffee, ordering Grabs, taking the BTS, shopping for groceries, getting massages, hanging out with other people who were traveling overseas. What felt impossible on Monday, we started feeling normal by Friday. That taught me something I will never forget. Experience shrinks fear much faster than if you just ruminate at home. Now, the next lesson might be the most important thing I've learned during this entire experience is stop asking, what if it goes wrong? Instead, start asking, what if it goes right? Seriously, think about it. We often ask, what if we fail? What if I regret it? What if I lose money? Rarely do we ask, what if this becomes the best chapter of my life? What if I make lifelong friends? What if my health improves because I'm walking every day? There's less stress, there's better quality of life, better weather. What if my retirement becomes everything I've hoped for? And what we can really make this work? If this video is encouraging you, would you do me a quick favor and hit that like and subscribe button? Every week I'm sharing what we're learning as we prepare for our own future of slow travel and retiring overseas and traveling around the world full time. My hope is that these videos will help you feel more confident and excited about what's possible instead of letting fear overtake you. One of the biggest misconceptions I've had was thinking retirement overseas meant making one giant leap, sell everything, move tomorrow, hope for the best. And that's not what I recommend. We do what we did, test it, spend a month, rent an apartment, stay in a hotel, buy groceries, ride the local public transportation, live life every day with locals. You're not committing forever. You're gathering information. Sometimes I imagine myself 20 years down the road from now and ask one simple question: what decision would future KB thank me for? What would she thank me for? Would she thank me for staying comfortable? Would she thank me for having the courage to explore the world while I still could? That question has become incredibly powerful to me because someday every one of us will either remember the adventures we took or the excuses we've made and the fears that held us back. You don't need certainty. This may be the biggest lesson of all. Most people think confidence comes first, but it doesn't. Confidence actually comes after, not before. Nobody feels comfortable completely ready. Nobody has all the answer. We simply take one step at a time, then another, then that's exactly what my husband and I are doing. We're still learning, we're still planning, we're still making adjustments, we're still collecting data. And honestly, I think that's a much healthier approach than waiting until everything feels perfect to take the first step. Gotta take the first step while you're afraid. Here's another tip. Do not listen to the people who haven't lived your life, who don't have the same desire, same dream to travel overseas, who don't want to, live a little outside the box. Don't listen to people who are not paying your bills. Don't listen to family members and friends. I know you love them. They're good meaning people, and I love mine too. But they're not exposed to the same information you are. They're not exposed to the same lifestyle that you are. And if you want to live this lifestyle, retire and travel the world, or do it while having some kind of side hustle or part time, remote work, whatever you choose to do, don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to people who have their roots in the United States, who cannot themselves leave. They're going to try to talk you out of it. And for their best ability, it's for your good. But they've never been there. They've never lived overseas. They haven't traveled full time for years to know what's possible, what's out there, the quality of life, the choices you'd like to make. So don't listen to the naysayer. Don't listen to people who's going to talk you out of it. If you listen to your normal friends and family in the United States who live a typical, stereotypical life script that we were given, work until you're 65, then you retire, maybe you have 5-10 years of hopefully good life, good health, where you can enjoy your retirement, then you can travel. Well, here's the thing I hear from other people who watch my channel is, I'm too old to travel. I'm too old to get health insurance. I cannot travel and be mobile because I'm older now and I'm in bad health. I can't do it. So don't have that regret. Don't wait until you're, in bad health or you cannot be, get travel insurance or whatever. Do it while you can. Don't listen to your normal friends and family who don't have the same dream as you, who don't have the same inspiration as you, who don't live and pay your bills. Don't listen to their fears. Their fears are the ones who are talking you out of it, and they're the people who are confirming or affirming the fears, the what ifs, right? So I would recommend listen to other people who are living the life that you want to be living in 5 years, 10 years, or whatever your timeline is for retirement travel. You can do this remotely too while working part-time, full-time, seasonal, whatever. And if you want to know how to do that, watch my video up there called How to Retire in 5 Years. And there's more than one way to skin this cat, okay? As they say, where there's a will, there is a way. So if you want to live this lifestyle, you can absolutely do it. It might just take some planning, intentionality, but you can definitely do it. And do not let your fears and other people's fears stop you, rob you, steal you from living your dream life.